Hi there, this is a quick update for House of the Dragon Season 2, which I am splitting off into a short video in order to highlight it. Yes, the Battle of Burning Mill, the opening battle of the Civil War between the Blackwoods and the Brackens, will be in Season 2 as a distinct event. That we actually saw a very brief shot of it in the teaser trailer that came out Saturday, or at least soldiers from it. That even mainstream news channels noticed that there are soldiers in this in one frame, who are Bracken soldiers. You wouldn't notice going full speed, but if you pause it, cropped off at the very edge of the frame, their tunics have the red stallion sigil of House Bracken. And from that, in the past few days, the spy channels like Wake the Dragon, Redanian Intelligence, cross-reference this with other stuff because they know who that actor is, Ryan Koppel, and who he was playing and what episodes he filmed in. Long story short, from cross-referencing the actor, they know that the Battle of Burning Mill will be in Episode 2, directed by Claire Kilner. Like, they knew what episode the actor was in that the director filmed. Okay, therefore that must be Burning Mill. Why am I highlighting this? Because even I was starting to get a little worried that maybe they would condense this with the Fall of Harrenhal. No, they will exist as distinct events. Fall of Harrenhal is Episode 1, Battle of Burning Mill is Episode 2. That in the books, it's not even an opening battle. Harrenhal falls bloodlessly to Daemon. As soon as he shows up with his dragon, they are in no way prepared for this. Their garrison, they surrender without a fight. They'd lose. Then, nearby, the opening field battle between armies. There's been fighting, the dragons dueling before this, but the opening regular battle between armies is the Blackwoods who have sided with Rhaenyra and the Brackens who have sided with Alicent start raiding each other and they have a battle. Daemon shows up at the end to cut off their retreat. And I was hoping for this, because I keep pointing out, they spent a lot of time setting up the Blackwoods and Brackens in Season 1. That we saw them dueling each other in Episode 4, and then in Episode 6, as the Small Council, they were talking about they're having another border dispute. Oh, they'll spill each other's blood over anything. They're looking for an excuse. That they choose opposite sides in the war, and this is the opening battle. So I'd hoped that, because they were spending time setting them up, I was worried that they'd condense the two events into one thing, even if the Blackwoods and Brackens were prominent in the Fall of Harrenhal. No, it exists as a distinct event, happens next episode. Now, I can't promise it's a giant set-piece battle. It wouldn't be. It was smaller than the battles to come, even in the story. The big set-piece this year is the Battle of Rook's Rest. And I think we're getting the Battle of Red Fork as the season finale, based on casting leaks of who's in it, that the Lannister army is in Episode 8 a lot. But this will be an action sequence. I'm not promising it'll be huge, but it'll be, a decent action sequence. And we saw, like, stacks of prop dummy bodies and stuff at Penmachno River. I think that was for this. That we're pretty sure that because Kilner was filming there. And a lot of people asked about this in the comments of my reaction to the full teaser, so I'm just splitting this off really short to draw attention to, yes, it's in there, they're being pretty faithful to the source material. However, the one thing is, I still don't know who's cast in it. That we know they're in it and they exist as characters, but even in my big compilation video of every casting leak, I said one of our gaps in knowledge is luck of the draw. We don't know who a lot of the Riverlord characters are, even though we know they're in it. And I said, don't worry, there's a lot of people who've been cast, we don't know who they're playing yet. Like, we know who people are in the streets of Caceres and King's Landing, just because, it's a location filming versus this. It's luck of the draw, we didn't get it. But I said, they're probably in it. Like, we didn't know who the Tullys were, and then we found out, they confirmed, his agency confirmed that Oscar Tully is in it, like the leak said, and he's just a green boy. But will the prominent Blackwood characters be in this, like Bloody Ben and his aunt, Black Allie, or even his, I don't know if his bastard half-brother, Red Rob, who's a great archer, would even be in it. They might leave some of them out of the adaptation. I don't know if we're getting Red Rob. They could adapt him out, or condense him, but are Ben and Allie in this? I think it'd be weird if they cut them out. I just haven't heard anything yet. I'd be surprised if they cut them. But we haven't confirmed. This is a step in the right direction. We don't know the names of the actors yet, we haven't seen them, but if the Battle of the Burning Mill exists as a distinct event, we're going to get Ben and Allie on at least some level. I don't know how prominent they will be. They might have just a few lines in Season 2, to set them up to be more prominent in Season 3 as the Riverlands campaign. Again, I don't think we're getting the Battle by the Lakeshore until Season 3. This will be setting him up for later. But this is a distinct event. It was not condensed with another battle. Hooray. Good news all around.